This is a presentation of SimWorld Sports.
Welcome out to LA, everybody. You got me here. Me is the name Yells. I'm here with Rick Blaze. We're a man short,
Yes, sir.
but we are not a dollar short. We're here taking a look at Dallas going up against New England Select, and it's going to be a good one, man. We're getting ready for McDonald's All-American. We got some exhibition games rocking, no tournaments, just some good basketball. Rick, what you got in this one, man?
Hey, man, I'm happy to be here. We got Coach Dodge in the building with New England Select. She's looking to get a win. We got Funky Town Dallas. Everybody's looking to get a win. McDonald's All-American time. It's just an exciting time in SimWorld right now. And speaking of Coach Dodge, she made some lineup changes for sure. She's going big.
Yeah.
She's going all the way big. You try to alley-hoop for the first play. Okay, that's what you do when you go big.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
And what Rick is talking about, we see Kevin Sullivan now in the starting lineup, and he runs about 6'7", 240, big cat. Malcolm Oliver's still running out there, and we see Johnny Baldwin. I guess you would say he's running the small forward.
He's doing a Scottie Pippen impression, I guess.
I'd take it even further back. He's old school Knicks, Charles Smith.
Wow, that's not a glowing review of you, Charles Smith.
No, it's not. It's not. But hey. Look, defensively, it looks like it's working so far. And look at this, Dallas not getting a shot to fall.
In the words of Jim Ross, looking like a slobber knocker right now.
Slobber knocker. Leon Quinn can't get the shot to fall either. What is that, 4 straight possessions where they couldn't get a drop?
Yeah, they building new real estate out there in Dallas, apparently.
Yeah, they are.
Them great.
Crowd's pretty wired up. This is a good one, man. We may be in for a defensive onslaught. We see Anthony Young down low. Go ahead.
I tell you what, with these New England lineup, there should not be a Bethany of shots in the middle in the paint. They should shut all that down for sure.
And that's what maybe that's what Coach Dodge was going for. There's a block.
There you go.
What I project to be many tonight.
Yeah.
Briscoe with the lead, though.
And you got Briscoe can put the ball in the basket now. Don't play him weak out there. Briscoe can fill it up.
Yes, he can. He's also a beautiful pass from Johnny Baldwin.
Okay, Johnny B. See, now, hey, one thing that can come out this lineup, it can open Johnny B's game up now. We can shoot to the side of Johnny B we haven't seen. And if that happens, then we got Coach Dodge to thank for that, for having a court vision for her player.
Indeed. I mean, he is a talented player. We know he's a slasher. He's extremely athletic. We're going to see him in the dunk contest in McDonald's All-American here in just a couple of days as Anthony Young comes off the pick and drains it. But yeah, he's got some ball handling. He may have some offensive playmaking abilities. We see him bring the ball up the court here. It's really interesting.
That's what I'm thinking. She's looking at him like as a Scottie Pippen, a point forward type. She has to be. That has to be her mindset.
Hey, well, so far it's working. It is very early. We know these games tend to swing quickly. You got Nene Gibson, we saw early in the season, and Anthony Young, who loses the ball. Also in the McDonald's three-point contest. It's going to be exciting. Dallas not really an up-tempo team, but they do have some explosive scores.
And Dallas is not a team that's going to really wow you in the points category. So this is a great team for Coach Dodge to try this lineup with because, again, Dallas, they're not liable to score 75, 80 points anyway.
Totally agree. It's looking a little sloppy here early.
Very sloppy. I'm going to put my shoes on and try my luck at this point.
You want to play against the kids? Oh,
yeah.
Don't do it, bro.
Oh, yeah. Kobe did. Kobe ain't care. Kobe's beating kids up at his own camp.
Oh, man.
They paid money to get their behinds weak by the great one.
Mamba mentality.
There you go. It never shuts off, baby.
Dominic Briscoe here at the line. He's a pretty good shooter at the line. He knocks down another 4-7 here early, and we see one of our missing compadres, Elava's favorite players, shaking into the game. Time for the Stacey Van Arsdale show.
Van Arsdale, yeah.
With the green and ones up at the top of the key, or the green Air Force One, excuse me.
He is rocking the Air Force Ones. I mean, the Air Jordan 1.
Yeah, the Jordan ones, those are
Yeah.
clean too.
I got the black Marines.
Uh-oh.
Those are nice. The white Marines are nice too.
And Arsdale on the court here, we'll probably see more of the offense going through him at this point, and immediately right
Nice.
on cue goes up.
And, and the Van Arsdales, they probably get whatever they want because of the family bloodline. They probably get whatever they want. So it's not gonna be an issue for Van Arsdale to get whatever he wants.
Yeah. 3 no good here. Oliver comes down with the rebound. Arsdale. Nelson already up court cherry picking, but the defense gets back.
Yeah, very much so.
Malcolm Oliver being defended by Anthony Young. And
That's
Eric
not what
Nelson
you
for
want.
3.
Oh!
That's a rebound here. It's a good foul, though.
Yeah, very good foul.
Rick, so let me ask you. Nene Gibson started this season looking like an absolute stud.
He did.
And here lately, just kind of pedestrian, as we see Coach Dodge there with the pantsuit, rocking the pantsuit. But yeah, what do you think about what's going on with Nene Gibson?
Well, Nene Gibson is still looking like a stud. Just it has a different definition now.
Moving on, Malcolm Oliver at the line. A Houston version or an Atlanta version? Look, Malcolm Oliver missing at the free throw line. Can't get that one to go. As we see Eric Nelson check out. We see Donovan West. Mario West check in. Go ahead.
For you folks who are watching on your local screens, I slapped my wrist, okay? I already slapped my wrist. I put myself on a 5-second timeout.
Oh, man. We see LaShawn Berry in the game. Malik Morgan, who can absolutely go get a bucket. And Chris Yardley now in the game for Dallas. See Johnny Baldwin still in.
Besides Johnny Baldwin for New England Select, and besides Briscoe for Dallas, those are the only 2 bona fide. Well, Young can put it up too, but those are the only 2 bona fide guys who can get their own shot. So it's going to be interesting to see which second and third scorers are going to step up for each team to try to procure a victory tonight.
Agreed. Totally agreed. And Anthony Young, I think we talked about this early in the season. My goodness, what a shot. Wow. Early in the season, though, Anthony Young, I mean, just a flat-out shooter. But we have not seen him be able, and the rebounding is incredible right now. We haven't seen him be able to go get his own shot. And that's going to be a challenge as he continues, to go through the progressions of his career unless he's able to create a shot like that. Then Arsdale with the miss.
And to close out on Anthony Young, he's going to be one of those players I feel that, depending on what system he's in, he's going to average 8 points a game. Or if he's in the right system, he can average 15 points a game.
If he plays for the Nets, how many does he average?
12 points a game.
Perhaps.
Wow.
Perhaps. Maybe I was thinking of a few years ago when Joe Harris averaged 17 points a game. I was kind of.
Now, if he played with the Warriors, that's 15. Good move. Put it in the hole. Put him rim rocker. He's a rim rocker, ladies and gentlemen.
MJJ with the strong finish at the rim. Couldn't get that one to go. Sean Berry corrals it. And a timeout. New England. We're going to take a break right along with them. We'll be right back with you in just a few moments.
And we are back. New England Select down 3 to Dallas, who's up 12-9 in a defensive struggle right now for both teams. I don't know if it's the offense yells or if it's just great defense. Maybe it's a combination of both.
Yeah, I'm going to go with both. I'm going to go with both. But I do like this lineup. Again, we talked about it a lot. Alyssa Dodge, as we see Mr. Andre West knock it down. 3 stacks.
Nice jump.
Yeah.
Nice jump. Yeah, and so I'm looking at the stat line of Mr. Baldwin in this new lineup, and right now he's filling it up like he's on pump 10. He got 2 points on the scoring column, and then he has at least 1 in every other column as well. So I think Coach Dodge believes in this Pippen-like offense with Baldwin. We're going to see if it pays out for him.
Yes. We'll continue to watch that. Here he is with the ball, working at the top of the key. Loses it to Charleston there.
That's not Pippen-like. We're going to let it in.
17-11, New England. As you see on the board, they're 0 for 4 from 3.
Well, and I said that for the game. It's not going to be a lot of 3-pointers with the team that she has. These big guys are shooting threes like that.
But right on cue, working your magic again, Stacy Van Arsdale from 3.
Van Arsdale.
Knocking it down.
I wonder how much money the Van Arsdale have.
With a name like that, you're assuming.
You already know you're born into money with Van Arsdale.
Yeah, you do.
Ain't no Van Arsdale.
You have on, whatever 3-piece suit you have on, the lapels are definitely velvet.
Yeah, exactly. Ain't no Van Arsdale shaking to your local boy.
Man, but he's definitely all about the money on the court right now as he knocks down his 2nd straight 3 and I believe his 8th point of the game in just his first quarter off the bench.
Off the bench, by the way.
Here we go, Charleston from deep. Can't get it to fall. Van Arsdale with the rebound, 13 seconds to go. Dallas with a 2-point lead. New England can tie this up.
He's taking it. He's checking.
Oh, big feet.
Wow.
Big feet.
Yeah, those Air Jordan 1s do run big.
Here's another shot of Johnny Baldwin with the block on Nene Gibson. He can do a lot of things. I know we saw him turn it over just a moment ago, but I do believe that he has the skill set to get it done. Like I said, out of East Rutherford, New Jersey, we know those kids can ball out of the MJ.
Right.
6'9", 220. He can attack the rim. He's got what we got here. A few seconds, so let me not go too far. LaShawn Berry with the turnaround.
Wow.
No good. 2-point game heading out of the first quarter. We will be back with more action, second quarter action for you. Stay with us.
And we are back. New England Select and Dallas 2-point game. Dallas up by 2. Second quarter, 7:58 left. Tight game. Again, I think whatever team decides to get hot offensively has a chance to pull away because I don't think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. A great alley-oop attempt did not go, however.
Yeah, just a couple of runs. Seems like it'll get it done here. Not offensive juggernauts here. There's a good move there by who was that?
Really
was that Bailey Charleston again? Yeah, well, San Antonio, Texas in the house. What's it like?
It's like Compton.
Yes,
it's just like Compton.
Yes, it is. And we see Kevin Sullivan working on the perimeter. As Purdue drives, pulls up. Can't get it to go.
Good board by Long.
Was
Long inserted in the starting lineup again for this game?
I think so. Yeah, he was back in the starting lineup for this game.
Good block on the other end.
And these are two of the better defensive teams. Dallas, two of the top 3 shot blockers in all of SimWorld High School hoops in Leon Quinn and Derek Long. So that does make life hard in the paint. As we see here, West pulls up for a deep 3. No good.
Yeah, again, I think you're right. We said earlier, I think whoever goes on the first big offensive run, which in this game may be a 6-point run, they have a chance to pull it out. There's 2.
There's 6. There's a 6-point lead, Rick. You may be on to something.
You see what I'm saying? I think if they can pull out another two more shots and 2 more buckets, that might be the ball game. Listen, you can just hold the ball for the rest of the game.
It's going to be interesting to see where they go for points. We know MJJ, Maverick Jackson Jones, can get his own bucket. So can Kevin Sullivan.
Good
That's a really
move.
Nice touch, but he never really gets the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a Kevin Love move with a Michael Olowokandi finish.
We're gonna
the Candyman coming.
The Candyman's coming. We're gonna go to another break here. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
And we are back. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Dallas is up 8, 25-17 over New England Select. Hey, the coach got a workout cut out for her right now to try to climb back and cut into this deficit that she's seeing right now for a New England team. What do you think is up the sleeve of Coach Dodge right now?
I think probably getting Johnny Baldwin back in the game at some point. He does a lot of things for them offensively and defensively. The defensive end, I think they got to grab some boards here. If I recall, I think Dallas is out-rebounding New England 20-10 so far. And we know that's not going to cut it. We got to split
Yeah, that's the whole point of going big, so you can cut down on those offensive boards. So, yeah, that's going actually against what she wants done for her team. Baldwin is nice block.
Yeah.
Let's go. You got to run it. You got to run those. Once you get those loose balls, you got to run it. You got to get the numbers going in your favor.
Yeah, I think this Dallas team is a team you do want to get up and down the court on because their interior defense is so good. You got to get those easy buckets when you can.
Just like that.
Yeah, 24-11 rebounding advantage.
Yeah, that's ugly. You lucky it's only a 6-point game.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree. We see here Briscoe with the ball and the wrap on the dreads. Like both of those. All legal here at SimWorld High School Hoops. Puts it up, can't get it to go. Oliver with the rebound. New England securing some stops here, but not able to get some buckets. He's got a lane. And it's erased by Derek.
Let me get that out. Hey, they must have checked the stats. They don't know he's one of the tops in blocking those shots, right?
Yeah.
To pull up for the jumper.
You pull that back out or pull up for the jumper. Anthony Young for 3. And it's good.
Nice. That's what he can do. He can shoot that thing. It's getting kind of
hectic. It's getting kind of hectic. Damian Perdue here, he can get his own shot. It's time for him to go to work. He had Derek Long guarding him. He decided not to take advantage. Malcolm Young, a strong, aggressive move.
Nice shot. That's a tough shot by Malcolm Young.
You know, it's not so young. I don't know if it's so tough for these bigs nowadays. A lot of these kids are mobile. They all think they're LeBron James or Steph Curry.
Yeah.
We don't see them put their back to the basket, but we do have a few of them here in SimWorld High School hoops.
Yeah, I mean, I say it's still tough because it's a big fella. It's hard to move like a guard. You know, a lot of these players start off as small, regular-sized human beings. That's when they learn their skills. But to continue to grow and develop that as you're getting taller, your body's changing. Your jump shot you have to adjust because your arms are longer than what it used to be. Your height that you get on your lift on your jumper. A lot of things you have to kind of reconstruct as your body changes. So, and having big, and usually big guys have big hands, so you grip the ball differently than a small guy. So all those things change. So with a guy like Kevin Durant, that's why he's such a phenom, because at his height and at his size, he moves and he has such a touch for such a large man.
Yeah, he's had that size, that height for quite some time. Remember watching the Slim Reaper back at UT.
Yeah.
Good move there. Couldn't get it to go. I'm glad you brought that up. You opened the door for me to mention something I've been wanting to mention for a couple of weeks. Unrelated to SimWorld High School hoops. Giannis Antetokounmpo. People kind of talking about his ability to. Oh, good.
Back door.
I didn't see. So let's get another look at that.
I like that.
Let's get another look and see if there was a foul. Coach Dodge.
Ain't no freebies here, baby. Ain't no free lunch.
Guess we're not going to get a replay. That's okay. But as I was saying, we were kind of talking about Giannis behind the scenes, and people were saying, you know, that if he ever develops a jump shot, and I think people forget that early in his career, when he was not as bulky, he had a jump shot. People thought he was going to be like a much better Thabo Sefolosha, 3-and-D kind of player. And as he started to bulk up, his game changed. He couldn't shoot anymore. So your points about body development is kind of what led me to that. Thanks for that, for opening that door there, Rick Blaze.
It changed. Yeah, thank you, man. No problem. That's what I do. I'm a gentleman. I open up all the doors. So, yeah, it changes. I mean, it changes a lot of things. And, you know, you have to be able to adjust. And some players can, some players cannot. So you see a guy like Jokic who has really good touch and feel for the ball. Or with a guy like Shaq who has hardly no touch and feel for the ball when it comes to shooting a jump shot. To him, it's like having a tennis ball in his hand, shooting at a rim. So it just changes different for everybody. Oh, man, that's a terrible pass.
Yeah.
Terrible attempt.
11-point lead here. Dallas with the ball, still in control of this game. Anthony Young coming off a screen. If you're not going to guard him, that could be all day.
That's his shot. They got lucky. He let him off the darn hook. That was his shot.
Man, Arsdale back in, can't get it to go, but great rebound. Oh, and great block.
Get it out here, son.
Somebody brought Kool-Aid.
Somebody accidentally brought Kool-Aid.
My goodness.
They did not get the memo. This is a gin party.
Yes, Lord. So, Anthony Young with a strong take there going to the basket, and another offensive rebound for Dallas.
Wow. That got to be breaking your heart, Coach Dodge, because you're not putting these bigs in the game for them not to rebound. That just don't make no sense.
With the last minute heave, can't get it to go. Baldwin comes up with the rebound.
The artist formerly known as Nene Gibson. I don't know who this person is.
Van Arsdale gets it to go. 10th bucket of the night off the
He's
bench.
carrying the team right now offensively.
Keeping him in it.
He is carrying them offensively. Where is Baldwin? He's sick under weather?
He's on the court. He's just not very active. He's grabbing rebounds, but offensively it looks like everything's flowing through the team captain, Stacey Van Arsdale. And I don't want to take anything away from. This is a good barometer for Johnny basketball here, just because you got Derek Long guarding him, and we know he's a fierce defender. Right. Another rebound there.
Way to take it up strong, though.
So here's a question for you. Johnny Baldwin, freak athlete. Oh, it Dodge. Not happy.
Oh, she
having some words. Did you hear what she said? She said, get after it. We can hear that from here. She's telling Johnny Baldwin he needs to get after it.
I don't know if it was that clean, but we'll say she said get after it. She might have said some other things, too.
Touche, sir. But Johnny Baldwin, freak athlete. We got him here in the McDonald's All-American Dunk Contest in just a couple days. Really speedy, really mobile. Then on the other end, you have Derek Long defending him. Not as mobile, not as quick, but just a good, strong, fundamental defender
Yeah.
Who has the advantage nowadays when it comes to these bigs? Yeah,
Well,
I know what we're seeing right now, but what do you think, Rick?
I'm going to always give the advantage to the defensive player because you have the ability to play the same way defensively every night, regardless of what's going on. Offensively, some nights your shot is not there. So if you need your jump shot, some nights you're just not going to have it. That's from the best player to the worst. But I always get a advantage. Although the way the fouls are called, it's not in the defensive player's favor. I can be a stellar defender every single night. You're not going to be a stellar offensive player every single night.
Absolutely.
Maybe most nights, but not every single night.
You know how I feel about defense. Defense is an effort thing. You can bring that effort every game.
Every game, yes.
To your point, you may not always have the shot, but the effort can be there defensively every time. So 100% agree.
Yeah, and so what Long has in his favor is the fact that he's not the most athletic person, but he's smart and he knows where his spots is. He knows how to pick his spots, and he has a knack. He has a defensive knack for timing. See, a lot about defense has a lot to do with timing and your ability to read and react, or to pre-read and react if you do your scouting. So a lot of defenders, they try to dictate what the offensive player is going to do. So they try to take something away and allow them to do something, which hopefully falls into their what they want them to do, so they can read and react, be successful on the defensive end. It's very strategic. It's very much more like chess and definitely not checkers.
In the words of the great George W. Bush, strategery. Strategery as we see Mr. West here. Andre West knocked out.
That's the second time West hit that jumper. That might be his shot right there.
That might be.
That's the second time he bust that one.
Want to find him right there. 41 seconds left in the half. 5-point game. It looked like this could get out of hand, but pretty close here as we see Leon Quinn with the ball. More of a defender. Malik Morgan here being defended by Arsdale. Going to get off a jumper and no good. Another rebound for Johnny Baldwin. Seems to be the only New England player that wants to get on the boards. Will he get more involved offensively, or will it be the Van Arsdale show? Nice cross there.
I say do a two-man game with West and Arsdale at this point.
That step back is nasty. Can't get it to go though.
Nope.
Nene Gibson's going to try to get up a shot here quickly and gets it to go.
The artist formerly known as.
7-point lead. Baldwin's going to bring it up with the heave for half court. No good. We are going to head to halftime with a 7-point lead for Dallas in a defensive battle, 34-37. Join us for more second half action here shortly.
And we are back second half as my man riding on the bike. New England Select down 7 points. Dallas is up 34-27 in the third quarter. Hey, in a game like this, a 7-point lead is kind of a big deal.
10 point. Oh, I thought that was money. I thought that was money.
It looked good.
Yeah, it did. Here we see that big I said outline. We see that big lineup here for Alyssa Dodge again. Johnny Baldwin and Kevin Sullivan and Malcolm Oliver all on the court together. So we'll see where the offense is going to come from right now.
Yeah, I think you got to go Baldwin for sure.
Somebody tell Eric Nelson that as he knocks down a three. Didn't even look in a Baldwin's direction
not
as he
at all.
in the intersection. Oh, okay. All right, sorry.
Nice. Elava would appreciate that.
Anthony Young working off the pick. That's a nice behind-the-back move.
That's not what he wants to do, though.
But he did it effectively.
He did it, and he made it. Oh, yeah, that was chicken and rice right there. That's just good, hearty stuff right there. That's good for you.
Eric Nelson here with the ball. We see Kevin Sullivan working down low. He's got a mismatch with Anthony Young guard.
He's begging for it. He wants it.
And he
barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken.
You know, I like Kevin Sullivan's game. 6'7", 260, and he uses every bit of his body. If he works on finishing, we see a step back, and we see a three. Can he do that? Can he do that here in a couple days on Saturday? Is he allowed to step back? Can you step back in the three-point contest?
I don't know. I guess the rule is as long as you're behind the line, they don't care how far behind the line you go.
Can you start in front of the three-point line and take a step back? That's all these kids know now is step back, so I wonder how they're going to do in this three-point.
Which is crazy when you think about it, that they'll miss out on fundamentals, but they'll learn this. Because the step back is actually a difficult move to master. So if you can master a step back, your fundamental game should be off the charts, but they go to step back first and omit the fundamentals.
You would think so, Rick. I'll go ahead. I'll go on record and say this. I know I told you about my newfound shooting prowess. I have a side step to the left, specifically to the left. That's pretty much my move. Where I can dribbling, moving to the left is my three. But please don't kick it out to me for a standstill three. It's just something about that pressure.
That's not it.
Something about that pressure. If you kick it out to me while I'm wide open at the three-point line, I will take one dribble to the left.
You gonna dance with yourself out there, though?
Yes, indeed. What is he doing?
To the left now. Get back now, y'all. He must be. Is that the Cupid jumper? What is that? That's a Cupid shuffle jumper. Okay.
Here we see this lead down to 5 points is Dominique Briscoe. Excellent rebound there from Leon.
Yeah, wow. That's embarrassing.
The lefty hook can't get it to go. Nelson's going to kick it up to Johnny Basketball with another finish.
Good shot. And I think I misspoke earlier. I think that I was saying that he may be the next. I didn't say he was the next Pip. I said maybe it's how Coach Dodge looking at him. Let me backtrack that. Those are really lofty expectations. He's probably more or less a quicker Draymond Green.
Draymond Green.
A quicker, a more athletic Draymond Green.
One shot.
Okay. Make sure you throw the athleticism in there.
Yeah, a more athletic Draymond Green. He can do a little bit of everything else, just way more athletically than what Draymond Green can. Not a great shooter, but he's a good shooter. Not a great passer, but he's a competent passer. Not a great defender, but he can defend. You know what I mean?
We'll see if he fills out a little bit more. He can put some people on his backside like Draymond Green.
You gotta get that dog. I can't teach you dog. You gotta have dog already in you now.
Milwaukee, we got dogs. Dog left. Dog's out actually for the rest of the season from what I've seen. PJ Tucker will not be playing for the rest of the season, which is just a few games. So, Rick, hey, what do you think about the Lakers not making the playoffs? And I'm still rooting for the Nets to not make it. What do you think about this?
Well, I mean, LeBron James haven't had much help all year. I think it's apropos. I think the GM has a lot of self-reflection they need to do. I think Anthony Davis needs to have a lot of self-reflection he needs to do. And I think, honestly, if I'm just being honest, I think it's actually a good thing for Bron. I think he needs to rest up. I mean, he's a much seasoned veteran now. I know he wants to stay in the league until his son comes in, which is probably next year, hopefully. So if I'm Bronny, if I'm Big Bron, I think let's take this offseason to rest up. He's never he hasn't got set down this early in the season in the playoffs ever. So he's only missed the playoffs for the 4th time in his entire career. So that's not something he does often. So he has a lot of mileage on that body. I think it actually can be a blessing for him in disguise, make him a stronger player next season.
So second part of that question here, we know he's waiting to play with Bronny James. Bronny's got what, two years removed where he can make it to the league. We're watching some young kids here. Out of all the SimWorld High School hoops, as Anthony Young knocks down another 3.
He's busting.
As all the SimWorld High School hoops, some of these kids are not too far away from making it to the league themselves. Who would you like to most see? Not best player, but who would you most like to see play with the LeBron James? And then second follow-up question, who would you like to see with the Giannis?
I think if I'm picking SimWorld players, I think one of the best players to play with the LeBron James would be LeGerald Carroll. That's what the Lakers needed. They needed somebody who can spot up and be a bona fide threat from the outside. One thing LeGerald Carroll can do is shoot from the outside.
And so can Anthony Young knocking down his 4th.
Anthony Young says put his name in the competition. Sign him up for that Christian Jubilee. He is busting right now.
My goodness.
Yeah, so LeGerald Carroll be a crazy, would be a really nice fit for them. He can be their Klay Thompson, so to speak. And for
that's
Giannis,
provided LeBron James is still a Laker by that time.
Yeah, provided still a Laker, right?
He's on those 1-year contracts, so anything's possible. What a wild shot there.
Very wild.
And then so who can we see playing with Giannis that you think would be a great compliment for SimWorld High School?
I mean, you guys are gonna love this answer. CKC. Someone else. You know, Giannis can do whatever he wants to do from the inside. Now, if they can hit somebody, if he can get somebody who can do whatever they want to do from the outside, then you got a crazy 1-2 punch.
I think CKC is a good partner for any team in the league when that time comes. Just my opinion.
Not any team. I would say not any team, because a lot of stuff it can be redundant, right? You wouldn't want him on a current Rockets team. That wouldn't work.
Listen to it. You're right there.
You know, I think CKC, as he's projecting right now, is going to have an Allen Iverson type of team behind him. He's going to have a lot of guys to do a lot of the dirty work for him, while he's just allowed to just score and do his thing offensively, be an offensive magician.
Oh my goodness! When have we seen Leon Quinn get bodied like that?
Oh, wow! Big next to Kevin Sullivan.
Good Lord, what are they feeding them down there in New England? They're going to need more of that if they want to get back in this game.
Man, that boy had his clam chowder tonight.
Sheesh. Yeah, that was a whole bowl. That was a whole pot he just gave Leon Quinn. I'm sure we'll see some of that later on.
And give it back to the big fella. I want to see it now. I want to see it.
And then he doesn't get the ball anymore. Defensively is where the struggle's coming in. I know they only have, see what I mean, right on cue.
Up top.
I know that's a funny statement, as New England only has 39 points here in the third to close out the third quarter, but defensively is where I'm seeing the struggle right now. You're seeing players like Anthony Young. Why would Anthony Young be wide open as many times as he has been? And then you can't control any slashes to the paint.
And see, and for me, I'm thinking the opposite. I actually don't think the problem is defensively. I think the problem is when you don't have the ball in the basket offensively, then you can't. That works against you, because now you put more pressure on your defense, and this team gets to take the ball off the backboard and go running down the court because good block, because you can't stop the ball. You can't stop them. They can't take the ball out because you're not scoring.
Good point. We're up to an 18-point lead here for Dallas.
That's too much.
This may be one of their largest leads for any game so far this season, just because they don't play that kind of game.
And New England Select doesn't have the offensive firepower to cut into an 18-point lead with 1 quarter left to go. They need 6 more quarters to cut into 18-point lead. So they're gonna need the rest of today's game and then 2 quarters of tomorrow's game to cut to this 18-point lead.
Your Leon Quinn going to get into some of the action here offensively. Forces up a shot, can't get it to go. Sullivan with the rebound. MJJ on the break. Kicks it to Johnny Baldwin. Can't get it to go. Grabs his own rebound. Goes back up. Looks like he was fouled, but no call.
Yeah. He's trying. Referee's trying to get. He's trying to make a bucket. Referees are trying to get out of here. Everybody's trying. Good late.
See Malik Morgan.
He's out of control right now. He's out of control right now, Yells.
Yeah. Well,
20-point lead. 1 quarter left. Is out.
Ooh,
That looks
nice.
pretty.
Nice, but to no avail. Still an 18-point lead. Not so certain that New England has the firepower to pull off a comeback here in the fourth quarter, but we will.
Well, I'm certain they don't have it. You've been talking to E a lot. You guys are gentlemen and scholars. I'm certain they don't got it.
Anthony Young here, Kevin Sullivan.
You got Rob.
Close it up, and that will close out. Or no, we still have 0.2 seconds here. Not enough time to get off a shot. Maybe an alley-oop.
An alley-oop, yeah. That's the only kind of shot you can get unless you're Derek Fisher.
Yeah, Derek Fisher got some better shots than that also. You let Matt Barnes tell you all about that, though.
Touche.
We're going to head to the fourth quarter. We will be back after that with more SimWorld High School Hoops action. Appreciate you guys joining us. We'll be back momentarily.
Again on the track. Again on the track. Again on the track.
And we are back. Fourth quarter underway. Dallas is up 59-41 against New England Select. And New England's trying to mount a comeback in the top of this fourth quarter. They have a uphill climb in front of them.
Hey,
Is it impossible? Nothing's impossible, but it's damn sure not probable.
oh, and then we got to miss there. I only got a couple of things to say. Really 3 things. Being that you got the 2 Houston guys here on the broadcast, I have 3 words for this game. Murder! Murder! All right. Hopefully someone caught that and is a UGK fan. 20-point game here. Damian Purdue with the miss.
Will don't.
So, what we've seen in this game, in my personal opinion, we've seen some excellent defense by both teams at times, and then some absolutely absent defense from New England at times. But at this point, I'll have to agree with you. I don't think I've seen the ball in Johnny Baldwin's hands enough. I don't think I've seen enough Maverick Jackson-Jones. The guards for New England, we did just see Eric Nelson go to the rack there. They can create their own shot, but too much of the offense was going through Kevin Sullivan for my liking. He did that highlight dunk, that meet me outside dunk, but aside from that.
He did, but the reality is he's 2 for 8. Yeah. So that's not what you need. Woo! You know what?
Arsdale's got the moves like Jagger too, but not a whole lot of finishes.
Maybe Arsdale should start. And the reason why I say that, I know that there's a point to be made about bringing him with some firepower off the bench. But when you're on a team that doesn't score a lot anyway, you can't afford to get behind. You need your firepower out the gate.
Well, who do you have on the team that's going to get Johnny Baldwin the ball where he needs it? I would think you run, when you have a cat like that, maybe you run some more pick and roll. Let him run the pick and roll sometimes. Sometimes let him be the screener.
Yeah, I think your most dangerous pick and roll combination is Arsdale with Baldwin. Yeah. On this team, that's your most dangerous pick and roll combination. I do like Wes with the mid-range jumper. He doesn't get enough touches, though.
Here's what you wanted to see, pick and roll.
This is what I want to see. I'm calling it. That's dangerous. You see what I'm saying? That's dangerous.
Who are you going to stay with on that pick and roll, right?
Yeah, you got to respect both players in that position. So if I'm coach, I'm running that until somebody nosebleed.
Well,
then we're gonna run it some more.
Coach Taylor Rush may agree with you. As soon as he saw that, he said, "Let me get a timeout."
Don't rush it.
5:21 left in the fourth quarter. Following this game, we've got Chicago and Charlotte. So make sure you stay tuned. This game will leave our live SimWorld TV broadcast coverage, and we'll be showing that one in live feed. But be sure to tune in for that one as well. Of course, Rick and myself and Eli, but none of the SimWorld team will be present for that, but there will be some great SimWorld high school action in that.
Absolutely. One. And Charlotte and Chicago's 2 really good teams. Charlotte,
contrasting styles.
Yeah, and both teams have been winning as of late. Charlotte's coach has been coming under a lot of fire lately, but his team is still getting it done for the most part, So it's going to be a really good game, I promise you.
And if you like shooters and you want to see some more, like this Anthony Young here, you want to see some more threes, we got LeGerald Carroll in that one. And then we have one of your main guys, Norvell Dijon-Jones.
I love that Norvell. I love Norvell Jones for Charlotte. The game is smooth, like the sounds of Norah Jones.
You listen to much Norah Jones?
Oh yeah, Norah Jones. She's pretty too.
Talking to Big Bob a little earlier, he was asking me my top bands. When I mentioned the name Father John Misty, he was like, "Who the hell is that?" For everyone, get your listen.
Yells put me on now. Yells put me on. Then don't let the sweet name or the taste fool you. Father John Misty is a man off my own heart. I'm telling you.
Thank you, sir.
He is entertainment at his finest. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Don't let the name thing. This is not non-secular. This is not a pastor. I can tell you, Kevin Sullivan probably needs a couple of prayers of his own to get a shot to fall in. We see
Young is having a hell of a game tonight. I don't know if I broadcast a game that saw Young score this many points.
What's he at, 26 now, 6 threes on the game?
Yeah, he's hoping to see New England select every game if he could.
Yeah. get it going. Some teams you just match up well against.
Absolutely.
And it seems
Jalen
like this
Barrows,
could
any team he's on versus the Houston Rockets.
be it. 41
Period.
points minimum.
Period. Avery Johnson only got a left hand, averaged 11 points for a career, 27 points against the Rockets.
The moral of
I
that
guarantee
story is if anyone, we talk a lot of Houston basketball between Rick and I because, hey, that's where we're from. We know what it is. We weren't always televised. What we will let y'all know is when the Rockets were, when they were great, with the great Akeem Olajuwon, and when they weren't so great before. All you need to know is when we had Kenny Smith, every opposing point guard had a career night every night.
Guaranteed. Whoever it was. Whoever it was.
Whomever. It could be you. You will have a career night.
Oh, yeah,
Kevin
we gave it up
Sullivan
to the
with the
guards,
finish.
man.
Yeah, we did.
We gave it up. Kenny gave it up to the guards.
I remember watching
And as
Derek
you-
Harper.
and as you-
Derek
and as
Harper,
you see-
categorized as a defender and a playmaker, dropped 36 on us.
Yeah. And he, not only that, but he looks like a chain smoker.
Oh my goodness, he
He
definitely
still
was.
just dropped like, I mean, he smoked a pack of coolers before he came out on the court.
He ain't got a technical for not putting a cigarette out. Briscoe from 3. Oh my goodness. That's the second clutch bucket he's hit with the time winding down.
And you see how he turned and shot? Man, when it rains, it pours.
Hey, there's a lot of confidence being built here for this Dallas squad. New England's going to have to go back to the drawing board. Coach Dodge trying something different in this game. Can't fully say that the strategy didn't work. Maybe the execution wasn't quite there. And these New England guards are big fans of Kevin Sullivan because they kept getting the ball down there too. And I don't know if that's part of the strategy or not. She might want to look for some other players.
And you know that this is not the first game that Coach Dodge's team has kind of went off the rails and the score got away from him. I'm sure Coach Dodge is going to go home, have herself a spritzer or a nightcap or whatever she likes. She's going to ask herself one thing. What the hell did I get myself into? Hang in there, Coach. Hang in there. The sun will come up in the morning, I guarantee.
We see the pick and roll, not the one that you've asked about, but Kevin Sullivan, Eric Nelson pick and roll as we see Kevin Sullivan working. That's another good move.
It's not the one I want, but apparently it's the one I need.
It's the one I need. And you know, as we're watching Kevin Sullivan, I'll say this though: 6'7", 260. You'd like to see him putting people on his back on the block, which we've seen him do.
Yes.
But it looks like he has a little bit of handle. Maybe he starts his play, his moves a little bit out. My goodness, 7'3".
He's in fuego right now.
Yes, he is.
He's in fuego. I'm sure we passed his. Are we at his career high of threes?
Yes, that's 7. So I know he has not hit 7 yet. Forget what I was saying about Kevin Sullivan. Let's talk about Anthony. He comes up with the steal right on cue.
He's right on cue. But we know who the player of the game is.
He's giving it all to us tonight.
Yes,
Somebody's
sir.
excited
Anthony
about
Young.
McDonald's All-American game, huh?
He's tuning it up.
You think
He is tuning it
You
up.
think he's a Nugget guy or a Big Mac guy?
You know, he looks like a.
My
He looks
goodness.
He looks like a Filet-O-Fish guy.
Oh goodness.
He's a Filet-O.
No.
He's a Filet-O-Fish guy. You know, no. He's a new land and sea guy.
Oh,
See when they got the land and seas now, where they give you a Filet-O-Fish sandwich, and they give you like a chicken at the sandwich on the same burger. Like they're mixing up the patties now.
Rick, you're ruining my life. Let's just talk about something else. I cannot believe I just heard what I just heard. First and most importantly, it's McDonald's.
That's why it's called land and sea. They give you something from the land and something from the sea.
But it's McDonald's. You know
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not from either.
It's
You
from the
know
plant.
for sure.
It's from the plant. I ain't talking about from the gourd. I'm talking about the chemical plant.
Oh my goodness. Boy.
Shout out to McDonald's. Shout out to McDonald's, our sponsor for McDonald's.
15 seconds to go. This
and
one has
before I
been
go,
a ride.
gotta give a shout out to Powerade, man.
Yes.
I keep it in my cup. That's what's up, Powerade.
Yeah. Well, look, we thank Powerade for sponsoring being our beverage sponsor here. Rick, I appreciate you tuning in, or not tuning in,
Yes,
being
sir.
a part of this broadcast booth.
Yes,
I want
sir.
to thank all of our viewers for this game. We've had another good one. SimWorld High School Hoops coming to you. If you want to be a coach, let us know. If you want to join as a player, we got that coming soon. Lots of big things happening this Saturday. We also have McDonald's All-American game,
All-Star.
dunk
All-American.
contest, three-point contest. Be sure to tune in for that. We'll have Rick and Elava in the booth for that one. So
Indeed.
appreciate you guys. We will see you next time. We
Peace,
out.
SimWorld.